Using the information obtained from the receiver and a compass, point the dish to a good starting point and pick a reference point in the distance such as a tree or a building. Be sure to keep the compass away from any metal or electric motors so that it will work properly. Now it's time to set the azimuth. Though you can use an IRD to generate all the necessary control signals, it should never be used to align an ODU. All installers must use a signal level meter. There are a variety of meters available on the market today. Any of these will help you quickly align an antenna and verify signal levels. These all work basically the same way. All of them are battery operated, so you need to make sure yours is fully charged every day. Most have a charger that operates off 110 volts, so they can be charged using a standard electrical outlet. Most also have a cigarette lighter adapter, which will allow you to charge your meter in your truck. Here's how most digital signal level meters work. Once connected to the LMB, the signal level meter provides a voltage that selects the polarity you want to test and a 22 kHz tone to select 110 and 119 satellites. On this Applied Instruments Dual Buddy, the signal level is displayed by LEDs that illuminate as the signal level increases. The Dual Buddy has two inputs which help you align the tilt of the older 3 LMB multi-sat dish so you can maximize the performance viewing the satellites between 101 and 119 without moving the jumper from one LMB to another. With the 18 by 20 multi-sat ODU, a single input will view all satellites between the 101 and 119, provided the meter you're using can produce the 22 kHz tone. In this application, we're using a BirdDog meter with one input. The BirdDog can be pre-programmed to read signals from any DirecTV satellites. Though the meter comes pre-programmed, reprogramming is done online, so as orbital slots are added to our lineup, the meter can be upgraded to incorporate any new satellite locations. Instructions are included in the directions provided by the manufacturer. This meter will read the signals from adjacent satellites if you're looking directly at it. However, it will only lock onto the satellite you've programmed into the meter. When you find the satellite that is programmed into the BirdDog meter, the LCD window will display found and the tone will change. The BirdDog is connected the same way as the Dual Buddy. Run a jumper from the output port of the LMB to the input port on the front of the BirdDog. Push the on button and hold it for 5 seconds. The meter will come on. Using the arrow buttons, toggle to the satellite you want to receive. It's best to peak with Sat A at 101 first. When you fine-tune the antenna to one satellite, the other two satellites should be aligned automatically. Now align the dish using slow right-to-left motion until your display reads found. Once you sweep through the peak signal point on the screen, you may want to swing past the peak a couple of times. You should be able to achieve a signal of 90 or better under normal conditions and only slightly less if it's raining. Toggle to the next satellite and align to peak that signal. Keep the audible tone on the meter on. This will allow you to hear if the antenna is accidentally knocked out of alignment while tightening the bolts. Now you can fine-tune the elevation. This can be done by loosening the 2 elevation nuts, then moving the dish up and down slightly in 2-degree increments while observing the signal strength on the meter. Find the peak and tighten the 2 elevation nuts. Unlike elevation and azimuth coordinates, there should be no fine-tuning of tilt. Doing so will cause alignment difficulty, and even if a signal is acquired, it will not be optimal. Remember, there's only one tilt setting per given zip code. Once you've finished aligning the dish, be sure to tighten all adjustment bolts and nuts on the antenna. Remove the signal level meter and connect the receiver cable to the switch. After the dish assembly is properly aligned and tightened, place several marks on the azimuth, elevation cap, and mast with a permanent marker. This will allow for quick and easy dish alignment if for any reason the dish needs to be realigned in the future. Confirm the final peak signal reading at all satellite locations using the setup menu on the receiver. Also be sure to check all satellite transponders for signal strength as well. You may notice that the reading on the signal level meter will be similar, but not the same as the receiver. The signal strength and picture quality at the receiver is most important, so be sure to check all of the receivers in the home. By taking the time to complete these simple steps and making an investment in the right equipment and tools, you'll be able to do your job better, faster, and easier. We hope you've benefited from this video, and we also hope you'll become an even better professional installer. For additional information on ODU placement or alignment, you can consult the manuals supplied by the manufacturer or your DirecTV Tech Tips.